Alright. It's almost like somebody is in control of causing me problems. That new computer come today, and it was the picture and everything shows a totally different computer on Amazon than what they sent. Now, so I gotta send it back. So fortunately, I got my new printer working, right? So I had to print out this label, a UPS label and a barcode and all that, and I got to put a copy of that in the box. So I got everything put back in. Matter of fact, once I seen it was wrong, I mean, it had the same stuff in it that I wanted, but it's as small as a laptop. I wanted a desktop. It's not a laptop, it's just as small as one, very small. I got 4 USB ports on the back of this computer I've got, and 4 on the front. Well, that's the reason I ordered the one that they showed in the picture on Amazon. It had 4 in the back and 4 in the front. Well, turns out this one only has 4 in the back and 2 on the front. And it's everything is strange to me on that. But I did try to load it up and everything and get it going, and I couldn't get past some of the. They were trying to force you into filing with becoming an account with Micro, which I don't want. I don't want it. I want a daggone computer like I got here. And so I printed this out. I've got the box packed. My daughter's got to take this down to UPS. Or UPS, any place that accepts UPS shipping. But the last 3 or 4 things that I have ordered, mainly from Amazon, has been totally screwed up. And even the printer, you know, I got the first printer, it wouldn't work. So I had to send that back, and finally got this one, and it works. And I was selling myself real short on those things being complicated to set up now. But you know what? I said, to heck with it. I was going to wait for Joey to come this weekend and set it up for me. But you know, I set the thing up, and I read the instructions and all that stuff several. Where's my? There it is. Buddy, if you don't stop dragging this stuff out, I'm gonna kick your little hairy ass. Damn. If there's any clothes or something laying around that she'd get to, she'd drag it over here in the floor and lay on it. She's got a perfectly nice little bed over there. Or she could jump on my bed, but no, she's got to drag that stuff out. And then I start trying to move around in this chair, and all of a sudden I can't go and look down there, and cause I'm running over clothes and stuff. Now, where was I at? But yeah, everything's been screwed up. And this here, this is one of these items that Amazon doesn't stock it. It's somebody that's set up with Amazon and these persons ship it themselves. So, this has to go back to them, to a place in Texas. And then 2 to 3 days after they get it, they refund the money back to the way it was paid, which I didn't want. I wanted it refunded back to my Amazon account. God, so I watched Survivor, the first thing of Survivor, and it, usually when the first thing come on Amazon is for 2 hours. This time it was only an hour. Now I understand now all the weekly shows are going to be an hour and a half instead of an hour. I wonder if I got any more of those. I hope I have. Yeah, I got one more there. These little Werther's pieces of candy that Ted sent me. This is my last little thing. I love these things. But I watched Survivor anyway, and any of y'all that watch it too, that guy with all the hair, and if you're watching it, you know who I'm talking about. I can't remember his name. I was surprised he didn't get voted out this time. But there was this lady on the same tribe there, she just wanted to quit. So when they went to tribal council, she wanted to quit. She was gone. So that saved the guy with all the hair. But he boxed the first thing when they first got there, made his team lose, and then they lost when the what the heck did they call it? You know, they go out there and they have a challenge, and he caused them to lose that. Well, he was 100% sure his ass was gone when they went to tribal. Till that woman chimed in, she wanted to go home. I'm going to have to go back and watch it again just to see how what happened. But she went, he stayed. Usually, see, we don't have TV. Well, we're not hooked up to any cable TV or anything. And when Survivor come on, I'll always go on Paramount on CBS.com and pay around $14 a month to get CBS Live. And I almost did it. And my daughter said, you know you can watch that on smart TV. I said, it won't let you go to it live. But she said, then I got to thinking, it comes on Wednesday. Well, the next day, about 7 o'clock in the morning, it's put in the previews. So I watch it that way. Save myself $14. This morning I asked my daughter things. Our light bill is just crazy. I mean, crazy. This time she had a light bill of $600 a month. The last two bills been $600 a month. I don't understand why it's so high. There's not that much. Well, I don't know. Does an aquarium use much electricity? Because you know they got them little pumps running and the lights in them. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 aquariums in her bedroom, 2 in Dawn's bedroom, and 1 over there in the living room. She said she's been cutting back on the that, you know, I'm so aggravated. But I done lost my train of thought now. But now I found another computer exactly like I want. $100. And it's on eBay. So I figured it'd take me 2 weeks before I can get another one in here. However, I'm going to put a note in that package that's going back to him and tell him, look at your daggone picture and look at what you sent me. Now, if you can send me something that's close and all the stats and everything on it as what's in that picture, you can send me that rather than make a refund. I'm not hard to get along with. I can get hard to get along with. They keep pissing me off. Everything's just going crazy. But my computer, as you can see, it works fine. And now I'm going to go in there and the storage room and get all that stuff out I want to sell on eBay. Because I've still got to have a camera. And I hope this computer here doesn't take a dump on me. I like these older computers. I don't need all of that stuff. For some reason, talking about gaming computers, gaming my ass. I ain't into that at all. I'm not saying I might occasionally go on there and play again, play some solitaire or something like that. But as far as that shoot 'em up, bang 'em up, and everything, all that crap's on there, and killing people right and left, and I'm not into that. Don't interest me whatsoever. I just I want to figure out a way to start attracting older people. Now, I don't mean there's nothing wrong with the ones we got. You don't have to be old, but I'm talking about I really identify with old people now. And I figure this way, if I've got, by the way, man, that video I did about Clyde, the man with the $5,000 more dying and everything, I got 483 views on that. I ain't never even got 100 views on a video. I mean, you know, when I first threw them out, I got some in there that's got more than that now, but that's over a period of years. If some people go back and look at my old ones, they like to see me when I wear my big overalls and walk. But I want to, but what I'm saying is, this seems like if I got certain amount, like Ted, the man that just sent me that box of goodies and stuff, and the stuff for my dog and everything, and the $50 check, he's 82, same age as me. And I look at it like, it's kind of like cockroaches, you know, they say if you see one, you got 1,000. I don't know. Well, I'm saying, if I know I got one, there's probably 1,000 or two out there that might be in that same mindset and like the channel. Does that make sense? I put that windmill thing that somebody gave my daughter, I got it out of the carton today, and I've been dreading trying to put it together, but it was easy peasy. I got that thing together. Now it's just got retoted out there in the yard and put it wherever she wants it. I'm also wanting to put some kind of trellis up out there where that Confederate jasmine at. I'd like to have that climbing more, because I've been cutting, every time it starts getting in the way, I cut it back. But it needs something to climb on. Needs something to climb on. I sure wish I could go home just one more time. I never thought in a million years, the last time I was up there picking my wife up right a few months before she died, I never dreamed that would be the last time I've been up there. That's in 2007. I used to go up there at least twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. I want to go so bad. And everybody said, Russell said, it's all falling down, there ain't nothing, nobody up there or anything, and blah, blah, blah. I want to go home. It's home. I want to go home. And if I was financially able and physically able, I'd make the repairs and live there. I wish the Lord would have, when my son died, that we had buried him up there or had him cremated. had my wife cremated. She's sitting in there in the living room. If I move, I can take her with me. I can't take my son with him because he's in the ground. And it cost a small fortune to have his body brought up and cremated. Sure miss that boy. Sure do. I see so much stuff on the internet. They say you can't believe everything. Well, you can't believe a lot. I can pretty much sort through all the garbage on there. Like when I want to look up something, like I had to go on the internet to download the drivers and stuff for this printer. They give you the address, and you go to the address, and then there's a whole bunch. It's called 123hp.com. That's where you have to go. Well, you go on there and you see all this 123 dot so and so and so and so. But they're different than what HPs want you to go to, and you gotta really scrutinize them, because I printed the first one when I first went on there, and I got on there, and I started jumping through the hoops, and all of a sudden, they were $4.99. I'm like, what the heck is that? HP's not gonna charge me just to get the stuff so Diamond, don't you dare. Diamond. No, that's not Diamond. Houdini. But whenever you want to look for a particular site that's popular or something, the website, there's a bunch of other people that go in there and start these sites that closely resemble the same address, to trick you into going to them before you go to, like, there was a bunch of them in there before the actual Hewlett Packard 123 HP. Alright, what did I say? Well, anyway. So I had to really hunt that, but that ticks me off so much. When you got all this garbage that gets in there trying to get in your way. And like if you want to go to AVG or Avast, that's practically a free antivirus software outfits. And I got AVG. Now if you put in there, you can't remember the exact name, and you put in there free antivirus, and you put AVG, and a whole bunch of crap pops up there with very similar things, but it's not the same. You might get in your site and think you're where you're actually supposed to be, and you ain't there. You ain't there. Just really frustrating. Boy, that was my last candy. I like to suck on this thing. Let me show you something else he sent me. These are called berry drops. And they're kind of all different flavors and they're sugar free. But they're pain to get out of the wrapper. go. Oh man. There it comes. They're sugar free. It says berry drops. But I sure appreciate Ted sending me that package the other day. I especially that $50. What else was I going to tell you? I didn't go out on my scooter at all today. I did go out yesterday afternoon back over to that place that's got all those aloe plants that I've been getting. And I got 3 more aloe plants. I'm going to go back tomorrow. And there's a couple of more in there I want to get. And I went over to Clyde, the man with the $5,000 lawnmower. Told this person that was over there, and I'm not sure what their relation was to him. I told him about the pot, that aloe plants that he's got over there that a good while back, he told me, we were talking about it, he said, well, you can have one of them if you want it. I said, okay, I'll get it pretty soon. But I didn't really want it. I don't like that aloe. It's another kind I don't like. I didn't really want it, so I really didn't think about it anymore. But when he died, I'm like, I want that aloe plant. I want it now. So I got it over there, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a total of 7 aloe plants out of that thing. Some of them are small, 3 of them are kind of big. So they'll be going in the pots tomorrow. In that fall I did the other day, I think I have broke my toe. The one next to the big toe, and I got a cut on the one next to the little toe. I gotta watch that. And cause I wouldn't mind so much if I had to lose a toe or something because of diabetes, but I don't want to lose anything any further up my foot at all. Monday, I've got to go back to Gainesville to the clinic up there because they got the results back on my bone marrow, and I hope they ain't gonna come up with some bad news or something. But the fact that they want to see me makes me nervous. Holy crap. You know, I'm gonna have to get me one of the things you put around lids and stuff and bottles to open them, get them turned. There it went. Oh. Yeah, it's another Pepsi, Barbara. Sorry. But anyway, I've got to concentrate now on getting enough money for the cameras. For the camera. That little white phone, that little white GoPro, I could go to it right now and start recording with it, and then all of a sudden it will freeze up. You can't turn it off or anything, you just have to lay it down and let it sit there and blink till it runs the battery, because the battery, it's an internal battery. You can't take the battery out. So that's the deal with that. But we got to do something about the $600 light bills. It's ridiculous. I mean, totally ridiculous. I don't know. I hope I'm able to get this disk in this computer, because I have to put the little disk in this reader right here, put it in there, and then I stick it in there, and I hear it ding-a-ling on the computer, but it doesn't come up as reading it, and I have to keep putting it back in and out, till it all of a sudden it starts reading it. I hope this thing works till I get the new computer. Daggone, I was so ready for that. When I opened the box and I started digging that thing, and I'm like, what in the world is this? It's not much bigger than the CD drive unit that goes in your computer. Honestly. Gee, I'm going to try to get this video up in there tonight. I'm so aggravated. Somehow I've been getting a little shower every day of rain. What am I waiting on? Am I waiting on anything else? Well, I'm waiting on money. Got my computer and then I don't got it. Then you got it. Alright, folks. I guess that's it. That's my videos. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. So, I'll see you in the next one. I'll be the same. Am I missing something? I don't know. Oh, I know what I forgot to tell you. This morning, I told my daughter, is there going to be enough money left over for me to pay $7.50 to get my YouTube back up and running? And she said, yeah. So she come in here and give me her credit card number and all that stuff. And I went on there, clicked on upgrade, and it gives you two options. You can click on $72, and that's paid up for a year. Or you can click on the other option, and it's $7.50 a week to take out, a month, to take out monthly. So I didn't realize there was options there. And boy, about 30 minutes later, she come back in here squalling. What? It's just $72? And Cookie said, I bet there was an option. And that's what it was. So now she's short on the rent. But I got my YouTube going now. I like it because when you put a title in for one of your videos, you can click on something that says title generating up, that it would generate you about 5 or 6 different phrases of that title that usually they're a lot better than the ones but they go look at what you got, and then they give you several different versions of it. Yeah, I like that. And it's good on when I'm doing my thumbnails and stuff. I like that. But anyhow, that's my story. I'm going to stick to it. Ain't going to change nothing. I'll see you in the next one, folks. See ya. Wow. I got to go in there and scrub my arms and hands and stuff. See ya.